and transparency. Number 2, chemtrails have been linked to an increase in cancer rates. There is growing evidence that suggests a link between chemtrails and an increase in cancer rates. One of the main components of chemtrails is barium, which is a heavy metal that has been classified as a possible human carcinogen by the International Agency for Research on Cancer. When barium enters the body, it can cause DNA damage that leads to the development of cancer. Studies have shown that barium exposure can lead to an increased risk of lung, skin, and gastrointestinal cancers. Another component of chemtrails is aluminum, which is also a heavy metal that has been linked to an increase in cancer rates. Aluminum can cause changes in hormone levels that promote the growth of cancer cells. It has been found to increase the risk of breast, prostate, and lung cancer. Additionally, the nanoparticles used in chemtrails can penetrate deep into the body and reach the brain, where they can cause damage that leads to the development of brain tumors. Several studies have investigated the relationship between chemtrails and cancer rates, and the results are alarming. A study published in the Journal of Environmental Science and Health found that areas where chemtrails were sprayed had a higher incidence of cancer than areas that were not exposed to chemtrails. Another study published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health found that children living near airports had a higher risk of developing leukemia, which is a type of cancer that affects the blood and bone marrow. While more research is needed to establish a definitive link between chemtrails and cancer, the evidence is concerning enough to warrant further investigation. It is important to note that the government has a history of covering up the dangers of chemtrails and other harmful substances. For example, the CIA's MK-Ultra program, which experimented with mind-altering drugs such as LSD without the knowledge or consent of the subjects. This raises concerns about the motives behind the government as spraying operations and the potential risks to public health.